And with boost, it doesn't shorten. Oh, that's so stupid. It's great. The thing is, I think boost makes it so we always will deal max damage. So, like... I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. We have to use arc. You're trying to auto-regen through the animation so long. Maybe, alright? We just gotta find out what to give up for it then. That's the problem. Kill before Dagger Street. No! I thought you liked Mecha, Angelo. God, this is so excessive. I feel like I could go to the bathroom and come back and the animation would still keep going. Information that goes to Galgagar. Nothing. God damn it. See this? You wish Gundam was as cool as this. I'm pretty sure Andrew's gonna say that Gundam is cooler than this. I actually didn't see how much damage we did. $9.99. Good. All according to plan. I mean, we're getting a lot of experience from this whole place too, so like, it's not a bad thing, but okay, hold on. You've convinced me. Do we need auto haste if we have animations that long that the entire everyone has to wait for? Or should we just go for auto regen? Yeah, both. Do you need MP20, actually? Nah. We have half MP. Auto regen. We're good. And then for Vivi, I want you to have return magic. I feel it in my heart that the bosses, whenever they use magic, I want them to either use single target, or if the AoE, Vivi throws it back in their face with his stats. Which means Vivi may not need auto regen. Maybe. Because I don't know what else I want to get rid of. Technically, body temp, ability up, antibody are not... Like, ability up he doesn't really need right now. He's not learning anything, I think. Actually, yeah, he isn't, so never mind. Ability up isn't needed. From there, we need to find a way to get 7 more points. Technically, I don't need status, yeah. Do you need half MP? It's fucking funny. Get rid of antibody, but Venom sucks. Poison won't kill you. It might. It might if we wait long enough, and that's a very possibility. That's a very big possibility, considering the animations we're gonna endure. But I guess for that I will. And Steiner. Three more points. What does your current weapon give you? It adds slow. And slow is pretty nice. I don't know if it can be applied to all of the bosses, but for a lot of common enemies, it's really nice. I may get rid of the 10% HP. Cover doesn't happen too often. You actually are kind of right. The cover is not proccing that much. All right. After that, we don't really worry about accuracy, so I'm going to say Devil Up. Because people keep on talking about that. Actually, wait, hold on. Fuck! If I could give you alert, I can have Dagger, or what's it called? The Dane no longer needed. Dick! You don't need alert. Back attacks suck, Shay. Back attacks suck. No one is sneaking up on you. I don't think you were here for it, Shay. But we've gotten back attacked like, what, 3+ times in a row. Get Maneater? That's a song, not a skill. It actually is a skill, but it's still a song. I got that song on my head now. Kuja's a man. He's actually not. Kuja is not a man. The story already made sure that we knew that. He's a genome. Man is something entirely different. Let us go. So, Gaia used to be just one big ocean? How do you know? I don't know. For some reason, it's in my memory. I wasn't even born at the time. It doesn't make any sense. And I was born on Terra, not Gaia. So how can it be in my memory? It's in my memory too. Gaia used to be covered in water. I'm getting a similar feeling as well. Maybe that means all existence can be traced back to a single source. I don't understand. Anything hidden? At all? Game's trying to be sneaky sometimes. Boss! The water chaos kraken. Your presence is forbidden! Your animation time's forbidden! And now you must wait, and we get all the shit. I just noticed also there were 3 enemies. I probably should have been spreading out and using AoE moves. This is the Guardian that Aiko and Dagger took on. The one that was so important and so pivotal that it got no screen time whatsoever. They skipped all interactions inside of it. That boss? Damn. Let's see how the fight goes. You know what? While we're watching this animation, it's going to take a while anyways. Chats, people in general, what is your favorite Gundam property visual media? Movie, anime, all the like. Which one do you feel encapsulates Gundam the most that you have watched? Gundam X for you? Gundam Turn A, first Gundam. Well, it doesn't encapsulate Gundam, but never watched Gundam? You? I've seen Gundam. Angelo knows this. I was told to watch Gundam a long time ago, so I did. I went to go and find the first thing of Gundam I could find. And I found something called Gundam G Savior. And I decided that's going to be my first Gundam. It was the live-action movie. The one that they never say Gundam at all. I hope the new live action is worse than GC. Why do you hope such a thing, Angelo? I thought you loved Gundam. Why would you hate for the live act? Why would you want the live actions to never work? Oh god, no! Wait, he healed off of ice. No. Yeah, but I hate Bandai more. Okay, no, he guards off of it. Good. Who's next? I don't know. Ink. Okay, blind. That's meh. I should be using AoE as well, actually. Bastard. Yep, just use that, I guess. Stevie's just having the time of his life. And now we got more to watch, guys. Angela, you say you don't need this corpse to move on, then I'm assuming you believe that Gundam should have ended at some point. Timeline, story, or whatever. They should have just stopped at a certain point. Where do you think that point is? When do you think is the best time that Gundam should have just said, we've said everything we needed to, the story we wanted to tell has been told, the characters are finalized, the universe is complete, stop right here. Turn A Gundam? Really? And now it's epilogue Gino Reconquista? I'm still on the lookout for Turn A Gundam. I hear that they might put it on the YouTube soon, and then I can just start watching it there and bring back the pretty premiere. Turn A Gundam is the end of Gundam. It quite literally means for all Gundam. You want Char's counterattack? I hear a lot about Char's counterattack, and all I know about it is that that's where a new Gundam exists, right? So it's not. The end of Maru and Char story. Ah, gotcha. This fight's still going. You know what? Fine, attack. Because this is going to take a long time anyways. I'm going to use Arc as a chance for everyone to full heal because of auto regen. If we ever need to heal, use Arc instead of using Curaga. Zidane and Steiner won, but they don't know what happened because they're blind. And Steiner learned about life. Upside down A is a symbol for universal quantification in discrete mathematics. It's used to relate something to all others. Ah. Healing and damage at the cost of time. Yeah. Everyone, get your eye drops. Now you can see again. And also, always giving Steiner auto life that he doesn't need now. Rebirth Ring, which raises holy power, but you don't do that at all. I mean, you could... No, you don't need that pushing at all. That'd be awful. Do I really want to give Steiner auto haste? Why wouldn't you? Because already there's 2 minutes between attacks. We can define a turn break simply as when Dagger uses Arc. This game is now a turn-based combat just because Dagger got the Arc spell. Arc will become a measurement of time. We beat him in this many arcs. I could give him a ribbon again, make him all fancy. Absorb water and wind and fire, ice, thunder, and holy are just reduced. Or just, even then, I think what's it called? Do we have a spare resistance ring? I don't think we do. That's not ribbon is nice. It is. More strength, more magic, better defense, better evade. all for one less match defense. Ribbon is the clear one. I was just sort of musing to myself, what if he had auto haste? But I'm coming to the realization that technically Arc is our best damage, and our best damage is going to become a unit of measurements just to make sure that no matter what, this is now a turn-based combat game. Oh, there's a secret save point here. Well, that's sneaky. You could just completely miss that. That's like really rude. You can just not encounter that at all. I don't think they expect people to miss that. Always expect people to miss things. Always. Just assume people are going to miss things. That's the safest way. Everyone to check every corner at this point. Almost everyone. Not me. Like, as much as I love Arc, technically Zidane with haste out DPS's Arc to a laughable degree. That's the way forward, I assume. So what's... Yeah, wait, no, never mind. There is something here. I am the ghost of Cardmaster Empress. Are you challenging me to... Yes. Very well. Let us play a game. Bet your ass I'm gonna play you in a children's card game. Time to duel. That's a good card. That's actually a good card, but no. What is that? Oh. I don't like Tetramaster. It's rough around the edges. Oh, fuck. Wait, what is that card? I'm gonna go into a world of pain for this. No! What was that card? That's an elixir, but wait, what is that? Ah. Oh, don't you fucking dare put up a frog now and tell me that's gonna be it. No, put that other card out there. We need to see what that was. Oh. Well, hello then. Good card. That is now mine. That's a really good one, too. An E-Attack Hades. One moment, please. What do the letters mean? I can show you in 1 second. I'm Dennis Bro. Dennis Boo, sorry. Every card has numbers on them. This goblin, as a prime example right now, it's 0P00. The first number, 0, is the card's attack stats. The second integer or little thing right there, P, is physical. This, there are 4 letters that can appear there. P, M, X, and A. To try and briefly cover it, P is physical. M is magical. X is a unique integer or just letter in that it says that when your card attacks another card, it looks at the lowest number on the card and uses that as the card's defense value. A says it uses the highest number on your card for its attack value. All cards can go from 0 to 9, and then they loop into letters, starting from A, B, C, D, E, and then F. Cards have a max number they can get, though, as far as I'm aware. For example, my guy right here, Big Iron, I've had this card for a long-ass time. Not once has he got that 0 to turn into a 1 at all. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. The first one where the number would be is its attack. Then what kind of card it is. The last 2 are its defenses. The first being physical defense, the last one being magical defense. And now please do not think that means that a 5, this card will lose this card every single time. No. That would make too much sense. That'd be stupid. Instead, think of every number as a die to be rolled. Because there's still some RNG involved. Because every card has like a certain amount of HP that's RNG'd into it, as well with defenses, as well as attack as well, that's rolled into it. So I would say think of it as every single number as a D6, a 6-sided die that's just thrown, and whatever you roll, multiply that by something, and that is the actual damage you would deal to the opponent's defenses, which are also rolled, added onto a flat amount of whatever that card has in the background. Because of that, I have had some cards that, like, for example, my ribbon right here, which is on attack, it attacks with whatever the numerical value of D is to destroy something. But then when an opponent attacks it with a physical attack card, so it looks at the second letter right there, A, where A and D is, that's the physical attack, or physical defense would be an A ranking. With a 2 power, it somehow wins. The game also does not necessarily tell you all these rules either. So, like, it's clearly made with some amount of spite toward the player. But still, collecting cards. That's always fun. Why doesn't the game explain any of this? I actually think I already hinted at it. Because fuck the player. There's some amount of spite in this game, in some things that this game does, that I feel like one dev just had a bad day at work and decided, instead of trying to better themselves, instead of trying to become a functional member of society, instead of trying to bring hope and joy to the world, they said, this game needs ailments. This game needs venom. This game needs heat and freeze. This game needs virus. And lastly, in the most covert way possible, let's fuck with the card game in this game. You have another ribbon. Happy people don't put hexadecimal in card games. That's like just a slightly worse version than what I have right now. Holy shit, I want it. That's a pixelated chocobo! You suck, game. You suck. Attack this card because I think it's going to be easier to defeat it. Yeah. And I'll get dark matter. And then... You can't, game. Practically, the ribbon is amazing. I would want the ribbon immediately every time because it's such a good card. Pixel cards are kind of hard to find, and that's a Moogle. As well as, I think I said it before, or I didn't actually say it, every number on these cards can be upgraded by just playing it more. Assuming they haven't hit their metaphorical maximum amount. Furthermore, every card can only have so high numbers or stats. So because of that, some cards will never get, say, attack, magic, defense, or defense. But the letter, like in this one, P, physical, could turn into X and then A. And same thing with this ribbon. Like, I already have one. It went from M to an X and then an A. Wait, that's Mog? I thought that was a Moogle. No, it is Mog. That means that I am now at... God, I didn't think I was going to be able to find all these. 1, 2, 4, 6, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. God damn. Like, what, 16 more left? Then I have the whole collection? My collector level is apparently 1206, and I don't know what the max is yet. $1,700? Ah. And also Hades having no magical defense. That's real weird. Yeah, all attack. But when you put it down, it can utterly destroy an enemy's card. There's a problem, though. This game seems to favor the defender. A different combination of arrows. What? That seems highly impractical.
Pretty, dude.
Hey. Ava Knight, thanks for the follow. You're awesome. No. Or Phantom. You are the final boss. We are grinding you for cards. Fucking Pixel Chocobo. You're adorable, but god damn it. And actually kind of terrifying. You have a Genji armor too, you son of a bitch! If you did not put that Genji armor there, I could have swept. At least I got the Pixel Chocobo. Boko. That's a really good card, too. I don't know if it's the case, but I feel like FF9 is missing context. I mean, I actually would not know about that much. I'm new to Final Fantasy technically as a whole. My experience with Final Fantasy is very different from others, and I find it to be one of the funniest things that's happened in my life. Of just how much I've incorrectly experienced Final Fantasy. But also, it's my first time playing this game, so I don't know what you would mean by something's missing or something was cut. And that also is true what Angelo says. Every game has stuff left on the cutting room floor, if only due to budget or time or any number of things. There's some stuff that could be left on the floor just because they didn't know how to integrate it without fixing its bugs. Because a lot of games were made back in the day when once you shipped it, that was it. There was no day one patch. There was no, we can fix it afterwards with like DLC or at least not with like non-PC games. So it really was a matter of sometimes if you just can't fix something to make it work properly, it's just gone. Xenogears is unacceptable. Xenogears was funny. Disc 2 was a chair stream. Xenogears was kind of funny, just like Disc 1 had so much in it. So much. And then when you get to Disc 2, it's like, here's what we would have done. And then the bosses. Like, I just found it funny. But that's exactly why I would love to see Square burn. Don't you mean, Angelo? Why you would love it if they tried to remake Xenogears? Don't you believe that Xenogears deserves a remake? The same way Final Fantasy VII's getting a remake? That way they can take Xenogears and split it up into like 5 separate parts and charge you $70 for each. They released Plastic Model Xenogears. That means they're committed then. I wouldn't wish FF7 remake on my most hated game. Really? There's an FF9 fan project in the works, if I remember correctly. From what I heard, the Final Fantasy 9 is actually is like on the line of maybe getting a remake at some point. Is when the party splits up to fight the 4 fiends. I mean, that just felt weird, I'll admit, yeah. Because Dagger and, what's it called, Aiko, don't get a boss fight. They don't really even get a scene in the when they're inside. You don't even get to see the boss. When we get to here and you see the Kraken, you realize that's when they fought, but you don't see it ever in the actual cutscenes. It's just they go in, there's ice falling from the ceiling, and then they come out saying, wow, that was interesting. By the way, you like Zidane, don't you? And that's it. But they're making Xenogears remake. No idea if it's true or not. I kind of hope it is, Capricorn. Because there is a non-0% chance in my heart of hearts that whenever a game with a fantastic story it comes out and is made, I can look at it and go, maybe they can make something as good as 13 Sentinels. It's never happened. It might never happen again. But there's still that non-0% chance. Would work with Gears. They don't want to. It would raise the price if it had like 5 discs. I would be concerned if any game came out now with more than 1 disc. Because already, like, a lot of games coming out rely on the internet. A lot of times now, if you look at, especially on console games, when you buy the disc and you put it in, it's not the full game. It's like an installer that tells the console to download the rest of the game. And even on PC, sometimes when you buy a PC game, what you get is an installer, or if you're lucky, or if you're unlucky, you get a code that tells you to go to the online store and download it there. Xenogears and Xenosaga. Ah. There have 16 pre-sales are nowhere near what they want. I feel like that could just be because of how many games have come out in less than ideal state. The amount of time that people have gotten burned over day one sales and pre-ordering feels astonishing to me. And I'm one of them. I've bought games, pre-ordered them, to get them and realize this is not an ideal product. And I feel that's just because there's so much hype around the game that you want to play it on day one, and I've at least learned over several years now, games only get better over time. At the very least, assuming they have a good foundation. If the rock's solid and they build on top of it, it can turn into a magnificent structure that you want to explore, find everything about, and just relive over and over again. But if it's made with paper and they put anything to it on top of it, it's going to fall apart, and then you're going to be thankful you weren't the one to buy it on day one. I've been talking a lot. That's good. Steiner. Jeez, that's one big fireball. Could it be a moon? This is the birth of Gaia. That's Gaia? Over 5,000 years ago. What's above the ladder? See for yourself. Terra reached the peak of its prosperity at this time. People believed that their future was secure. Ultimately, that very hubris led to Terra's demise. Thus, I was created to deal with our plights. TOTK is pretty stable, which is surprising considering the type of game it was. And even then, it was missing a lot of basic QA. I mean, for every TOTK, there's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And for every Scarlet and Violet, there's something even worse than that. You're not going to finish today? You say that, Sheba. We still will try. I just keep getting distracted with like good talking points of stuff. I shouldn't. But right, ribbon down there. Dark matter. All right. Oh dear God, do you use nothing but dark matter? That's a strong ass maybe. Still win. That's really dangerous because if a lot of my cards have arrows, and if I don't play this right, I will just lose. I already got a really good dark matter card, so like I don't need any of this, thankfully. Nintendo is responsible for and also not involved in Pokemon games. They own 1/3 of the IP rights, but Game Freak is given free range to do as they please. And of the Pokemon IP, I guess which brand makes the least money and thus gets least resources has to match anything else. Right's always right, right? Left's always right. No, center's always right. Cutscene's probably right. Who the hell are you? The Lich. But your life ends now. Stab. Electric stab. I'm gonna just attack actually for the moment. We don't need to heal. We fought this already, didn't we? I'm not sure. Have Pokemon Steel or XD? I have not. I never had a GameCube, so I never got to like play any of the games that came out on it. There's some games on there that I want to try, just like never got the console to do it. Noticing that when this thing does Earthquake, it's healing itself too, because it hits everything. Oh, Doom. All right. That could be Dad. Because that's an independent counter, I believe. Not gonna be able to time it right. He's gonna die here. Yep. And Vivi doesn't get experience. Oh well. Do I have to play PlayStation Xbox? I played pretty much only PlayStation. Check clothes in the room, maybe. Though apparently I was told something else back here. Mace of Zeus. Ultimate Mace. Really? I mean, I should have figured. Not for you. Doomsday. Adds mini. Okay, yeah, because this absorbs water and wind, and this absorbs water and wind, so I can freely get rid of that. Wonder what Doomsday does. It's the last one down here. Causes shadow damage to all targets. Non-elemental and shadow. Hey, before you do it, I'm gonna have to walk backwards then if I want to save. Am I gonna fight Ozma? Probably not. Think one of the people will save. Ah, well, son of a bitch. Oh, well. Yeah, it was a save. At least going to be a tent and a save. Wait, no, I didn't mean to go there. Whoa. There's nothing. Is this it? Is there nothing else? This is space. Space. Your journey is not over. Do not fear. Step forward, and you will be closer to the truth. Go, Zidane. It's easy for you to say. Don't you dare. How do I go back now? I'm not holding the analog stick at all, so this is just him walking. Okay, good. So if you hold back on the analog stick, it will let you. So there's nothing else here. Because this is the save. And then there is nothing else. Because it just draws me back into it if I start going that way. So meh. Nothing else. Let's just keep going forward. Should be the bright pillar. There was nothing. I'm gonna see. Oh, wait, that's for everyone. Shh, no. I'm not gonna do that then. No, so I just wasted this trance. Yes, when you have Shadow Immune on everyone, I can see that. Gotcha. I'm gonna hold back and see about that pillar one last time then. But I'm pretty sure there's nothing there. You know what? Just flee, actually. These things aren't exactly a threat at the moment. And with auto regen and such, it's just a matter of time before we get back to full. How's it going, JKO? Welcome. Alright, so on this pillar, there's nothing. There's nothing, but I'm walking on the side, so I don't know. Reach this part within 12 hours. Neo Child. I've been playing for well over 50 hours. X-Rado, you lucky bastard. Your call gives... That's where you can get Excalibur 2. Ah. You have entered a new realm. There are no more worlds. There is no more space. Follow your memory, your original memory, and march forth. Garland, what exactly is our memory? Why can't I remember other people's experiences and events that happened before my time? Garland, please tell me. Do not limit memory to just one individual's experiences from birth. That is only the surface. Every life born in this world, whether natural or artificial, requires a parent. And that parent also requires a parent. Life is connected one to another. If you trace the root of all life, there exists one source. The same can be said for memory. All life constitutes an intelligence that holds memory beyond experience. Memory is not isolated within individuals. It is an accumulation of generations of memories that continue to evolve. You can say that memory and evolution go hand in hand. But most life forms do not understand the true nature of memories, which explains why most memories never cross paths. So, what am I going to find by tracing back our roots? A presence that presides over all life and memories. The crystal. Crystal? You are now on your own. Zidane, take care of Kuja and protect the crystal. Farewell. Garland, wait! Garland! Even if I were created to serve one purpose alone, I do not regret being born in this world. Is this the crystal that Garland was talking about? It's time for us to find out the truth. There's nothing. Oh, God! I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.